Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Karma. My name is Karma Spence and I help entrepreneurs write a lead attracting book in 90 days or less. And today I'm asking the question, is there some magic formula for structuring your book so that readers will go from page one to page whatever? Could be. Today I'm going to share 5 ways that you can structure or 5 techniques that will allow you to structure a book that will keep readers turning the pages. So let's get right to it. The first technique is to begin with the end in mind. That is, what goal, and this is not your goal, what goal at the end of the book do you want readers to achieve? When you have that end in mind, you can set up the chapters to help lead them toward that goal. So if you know what outcome you want for your readers, then you know what content needs to go into the book, and you often will know what order that content needs to go in. Thing number 2, strategic chapter sequencing. So now you know where you're going. You sequence the chapters strategically so that when someone gets to the end of one chapter, they're like, "What's next? What's next?" It's like ending every chapter with a cliffhanger. There's a gap. At the end of every chapter, there's a gap that the next chapter will fill, and then it will end with a gap that the next chapter will fill. And that's how you strategically string those chapters along so they get you to that end goal. Number 3, the golden thread. Now, a golden thread is a consistent theme, story, something like that, that is woven throughout every chapter. So, for example, you might have, let's say you're trying to take a person from, I don't know how to raise a rabbit to I know how to raise a rabbit. We'll go with the rodents again. I don't know what it is about rodents. I just like them. Perhaps you have a case study or even a imaginary person who's raising a rabbit, and you take that person through the steps of raising a rabbit so that your readers, your audience, and hang, I got to turn this up. I don't know if you can hear it, but my emails is binging. So basically you take that person through that journey and then the reader will relate to that person and want to know what happens. So this is what you call your golden thread, and it can be a person, it can be a theme, it can be a slowly evolving revelation, but it's something that is the through line throughout your book. Tip number 4, and that is the rule of threes. Humans understand things better when they are an odd number, and the magic number is 3. So you talk about things. Ultimately, it's 3, 5, 7, and 9. The larger it gets, the harder it is for people, and 3 is the easiest to remember. So, you would remember to structure your book by starting with the end and structuring your chapters to get you to that end. 3 things. 3 things to remember. I do 5 things just so that we keep it to about 5 minutes. I could move to 3. If you want me to move to 3 things, because it would be better than the 5 things, you let me know in a comment. And the 5th thing is conclude with a call to action. And that is you have a big call to action for your book, which is usually join my list or buy my product or something like that. But you might have mini calls to action at the end of every chapter. And that call to action ideally leads them to the next chapter. That's how you keep getting them to go move on to the next chapter. So there you have it. 5 secrets, or maybe they're not so secret. They're certainly not secrets now. To structuring your book for impact. That's begin with the end in mind, strategic chapter sequencing, golden thread, rules of 3, and end with a call to action. I hope you found this information useful and that it'll help you structure your book better. Um, Let me know if you'd like me to review your outline. I do have something called an amplify your outline audit. If that's something of interest to you, let me know and I will reach out to you with the link to that. Or you can schedule a curious conversation with Karma at authorneering.com/schedule or karmaspence.com/schedule. It's pretty much any of my websites/schedule. And tomorrow I will be back talking about 5 techniques for keeping readers hooked. This is Karma Spence saying ciao for now.